you've cast Batman so many times now, different Batmans for different things. Talk about finding Bruce Greenwood and bringing him in and kind of coaching him through becoming Batman.
Sure. Bruce, Tim, and I had both talked about how much we liked Bruce Greenwood's acting, and we had wanted to bring him in for years. And we had approached him several times, but the schedules never lined up. We just couldn't get him at the time during our production period when we needed him. And this time it just lined up. He's such a good actor. We knew we could get the depth of character we needed for this guy because unlike many of the Batman projects, we get to see a lot of different emotions from Batman, and he's typically depicted with not a lot of emotional, right there on the surface. And there's one moment in this film where he sort of loses it, and it's great because he has to play it a little bit close to the vest for most of it, and then when that finally does come out, you go, wow, it's cathartic. And for many of the characters, for Jensen Ackles, as you know, I don't know if I'm spoiling anything, he had to really play a lot of deep, dark emotions, and everybody really came forward with them. Bruce Greenwood is such a fine actor, and I'm so lucky. I'm so lucky to have gotten him for this piece, and I really do hope, genuinely, that I'm allowed to use him again because I'm not done with him yet. I want to explore some more stuff. And have you seen the film?
Not yet.
Oh, I hope you like it. It's special. It's dark. It's violent, which is surprising to have me say how much I like it because I don't typically like violence. I mean, we kill a character in the first 5 minutes of the film. And typically, don't even kill anybody in any of these films, but we kill a character before.
It's really different than anything you guys have done before.
It is different. The color palette is different. The voice acting is different. John DiMaggio is terrifying.
Tell me about him as the Joker.
He's so scary. I mean, he's really, really scary. I don't know what dark place he went to find this character, but I know he was scared. I know that he was scared to do it. He was nervous to do it. It's some tough footsteps to follow in, you know. You think about some of the remarkable actors who've played that role on camera and voiceover. He's following in the footsteps of Jack Nicholson, one of the finest actors of our age, Heath Ledger, who gave a frightening, wonderful performance, Mark Hamill, who's voiced him for me. I mean, wonderful, wonderful people that we've had play the Joker, and yet he does something that's completely different than anybody else has done. It's scary, and you really believe that he enjoys his evil wickedness. He likes the pain he can inflict. He likes messing with Batman. It's really scary. And I think somewhat cathartic for the actors to play roles like that because, like, okay, let's get that dark stuff out. Don't have to worry about that in my life. I got it out in my job. It's very good. And
Neil Patrick Harris is in his Nightwing. You've used Neil several times for several projects. Is this sort of like, oh, Neil can do that, let's get him in? Like, I'll tell you what it was about this. The age was right. His voice age. I would hire Neil every single day of my life just to spend time with him because I love him so much. And he has been so generous and kind to say yes to me as many times as he has. But what was so cool about this Nightwing is he comes back to lend a hand, and he throws off these little quips. He's kind of a little bit of our comic relief in this piece because you can't have it all be dark and doom and gloom. You got to have a little something. And he's kind of the one that leaps in and says things like, gosh, you know what I missed about working with you, Batman? The gadgets. The gadgets are so fun. And so there's these little tiny quips and fun things, and he handled it. I mean, I think he recorded his entire role in about 20 minutes. I mean, he was just... I barely even have to direct Neil anymore. He understands the genre so well, and he really totally got the character. And I love him so. He must be the workingest actor in town. You cannot turn on TV without seeing him somewhere, whether it's him directing, and I hear he's directing now, or on Glee, or on the Oscars, or hosting the Tonys. He's just everywhere. I don't know where he finds the time and the energy, but he's always good. He's consistently good at everything he does. So, Dr. Horrible. So I feel very fortunate to be able to have him in my cast as well. Jensen Ackles, stunning. Jason Isaacs, brilliant as Ra's al Ghul, so great. The two Martella brothers as the young Robins. Wonderful young boys, really, really fine actors. Wade Williams as Black Mask, just wonderful people in this film. The stars aligned. I don't mean celebrity stars, I mean the stars in the heavens aligned with all the people that worked on this. The crew, the people who scored it, everybody, the editor, everybody did their A-list work. They really did their best work on this piece.